just realized I've built walls a mile high to protect my heart, but now I'm all alone, stuck on the inside. The heart doesn't need a castle, it needs a bridge. Been too scared that I'd unravel. Brick by brick, I built these walls. Now I know that I am strong. Just watch me tear them down. I'm gonna tear them down. If it couldn't break your heart, is it really love? If it can't tear you apart, is it really love? Just watch me march towards the battle. I'm gonna tear down this castle. I'm gonna tear down this castle. I'm gonna tear down this castle. We march. If it couldn't break your heart, is it really love? If it can't tear you apart, is it really love? If it couldn't break your heart, is it really love? If it can't tear you apart, is it really love? I criticized myself for trusting lies. I know I can't hide, 'cause then I'd be alone, stuck on the inside. The heart doesn't need a castle, it needs a bridge. Been too scared that I'd unravel. Brick by brick, I built these walls. Now I know that I'm enough. Just watch me tear them down. I'm gonna tear them down.
Alright, so as you've seen in the first part of this video, we are hooking on the slurry mixer on the 3650. Got it hitched on alright, as you've seen there just when we lifted it up. You may have also noticed as I was opening this hatch, we've got a tank here fairly full of slurry. It's got about a foot or so to go to the top. This tank is filled up fairly quickly. Reason being is that there is cattle in there on it all of September, all of October, all of November. This is now the 1st of December, so 3 months in there. There was probably a couple of loads of water I think in this to start off with, so it's filled up fast and we're going to have to take a few loads out of it. As you know, there's a slurry ban in, so we cannot go and spread slurry until the 15th of January here in our zone. So we've got plenty of room in all the other tanks, so it's matter just mix a section of it here at the front. I don't want having to take the cattle out, which probably isn't the best job. I should be taking them out, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix a small amount of the tank. I'll run the mixer maybe for about a minute or so, shut it off for a couple of minutes, run it again, and like as I say, I'm only going to take about 5 or 6 loads out of it, so it's not as if the whole tank is going to be mixed, and we'll concentrate it all down around this end of the tank. So literally the pump will be pointing to the wall here and just trying to mix this section here. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to try and get that done today. So get it mixed. We'll put the slurry tanker then onto the tractor, try and move a few loads across and get a start made on it. As I say, we've only got about 6 weeks left to go until the ban opens again, so you're not going to find it until it's, we're able to spread a bit of slurry, weather permitting of course. So and it all begins again as such. Don't forget, if you're not already a subscriber, hit the sub button. It's just down there below this video. There's a little bell there, ring it as well, and it just gives you notification every time I post a video. Costs you nothing at all, but it does help the channel. Also like and comment down below if you have any questions or anything like that. Don't forget to hit me up in the comment section. So let's get going with this. We'll try and get it done. Okay, so I'm going to voice over this part of the video, just rather than adding some more music onto it. So reversing into position now, just getting ready to drop the mixer into the tank. Now you can see I'm reversing it at an angle, and I didn't think that would be much of an issue at the time, but it really was a bit of an issue because the angle I'm going in is with the shape of the mixer. It actually leaves the mixer slightly wider to drop into the hole, and as I was dropping into the manhole, it kind of caught a little bit going in, and I kind of knew that it was going to be an issue then when lifting it out. So you'll see when we're lifting it out, it catches in the manhole lifting it out. The lid on these manholes is quite loose, so it doesn't take much then to move them a little bit and for them to lift up. So you'll see there's a bit of manoeuvring now in a few minutes just when we go to take the mixer out when we're all mixed. The trailer there, you can see the trailer in front. I should have just moved the trailer and reversed it straight on. Would have left everything a lot easier. This is the first time we've had really anything on the arms or on attached to the PTO of the 3650, and no issues at all. Hydraulics worked very, very well. A little bit, just a wee bit with the electrical end of the hydraulics. I'm still getting used to that, and just the dials and just checking that out and knowing how it works. But that'll all come when we start using the tractor a bit more. The PTO, first time, as I say, we've used it. Mixer is a good drive on the tractor, and no problem at all. Gauge it forward, just gauge very forward, gauge PTO, drop it forward. Actually quite impressive how it ran that, because comparing it to the 6420S, which we would usually use the mixer on, the 64 is on paper about 15 horsepower stronger than it, but the 3650, when I pushed the lever forward, it revved out straight away, whereas the 64 it just doesn't do that. It never revs out the last wee bit. There's good drive on it. So the extra 2 cylinders, you can see here now, this is where I catch it a little bit coming out. The extra 2 cylinders does make a huge difference, and on paper the 3650, it hasn't got as much torque as the 64, but in use the power seems to be more power now. So it'd be interesting to see in different applications how it performs in relation to the 64. I've always wondered that, but so far I would say that the 36 would just have the edge on the 64 power wise, but we'll see. We're going to keep an eye on that when we get using it next springtime. We'll just see. But you see the cut on the manhole a little bit lifting out. Not too bad, but still not ideal either at the same time. So tanker, I just hooked it on to the tractor now. Tanker's in a bad way for a wash, but there's not really much point. I probably will wash it down over the next few weeks, but it tends to go all green. It's sitting outside anyway. It's open. It's open to getting hit by rain and frost and all the elements. So you're going to get that green and black that comes on the top of the tank. The fact that it's sitting outside. Fit it on, no problem. Remember, we have no hitch on the 3650. It's just the European style hitch that's on it, a fixed hitch, and no issue. Everything seems to fit onto it okay. It's just the hassle of having to jack everything up to get it hooked on, if you know what I mean. But yeah, fit it on, no problem. I didn't take it for a spin. I might. I will take some of the loads out of this tank today, so I might hitch. When I have it hitched on, I might take a full load up the road and just try it out and see what it's like pulling the tanker, or see how comfortable it is. I would expect to be using the 3650 on the tanker once the Slurry ban opens. I intend to use it, especially in the fields closer around the yard and that. I think we'll use it quite a bit. But yeah, tanker looks well suited to it. 2,000 gallon tanker doesn't look too big on it, so I don't think there'll be a problem with it. I think it should be well able to handle it. Yeah, so we'll just reverse into position now. Take a couple of goes at it, I think, now to just get it into position. But yeah, I think the next part of this video is I think it's just the bit where I start to connect up and fill the tanker and all that. So we'll come back to you at the end. Okay, so just finished up on load number 3 that we've moved across. Now, we've took the tank down. It was about a foot from the top. We've took it down now. It's about 18 inches or a little more than 18, maybe 20 inches from the top. So we're going to take another 3 or 4 loads out tomorrow, get it down that we've about 2.5 feet from the top, and that should be enough then storage capacity that'll get us right across till the slurry ban opens. That's the plan anyway. The tank we're putting the slurry into here, it's a much larger tank than this one on the far side that we're emptying. There's about 4 more cattle per pen in this side, but there's a much larger tank and a much more a larger capacity for slurry on this side. So yeah, like we've put 3 loads in. This tank still isn't half full, so there's no problem. We'll be able to pop another 3 or 4 loads in. It'll take it up just above halfway, and we'll still have enough storage capacity then that'll last the rest of the slurry ban, if you like. Once it does come to the end of the slurry ban and the ban lifts, we have 3 or 4 fields, dry fields, that we'll be able to get slurry out on. So weather permitting, of course, once it's dry, we'll be able to get going at it. So yeah, that's the whole thing, to get enough space on this tank that'll just get us across to that point. But yeah, look, pain in the arse having to do it, but it's not the end of the world. At least we'll get we get this job done and dusted now out of the way. It'll free us up then for other things, and you're not going to come up someday and the tank running down the yard, so which is what you don't want, or cattle standing in slurry. But yeah, that's really it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. No more videos, I'd say, until towards the end of the week, maybe Thursday or no, it'll not. It'll be Friday or Saturday by the time I have a video up. This video will be going up on Wednesday morning, so it'll be Friday or Saturday. So yeah, until then, have a good week, and we'll see you at the weekend. Oh, I'll probably put a wee bit of footage up now of the 3650 just going up the yard. Bit of engine noise, because I know everyone likes to hear a bit of 3650 engine noise. So enjoy that, and we'll see you at the weekend.